Hello all, today we can discuss two cases of RAM lesion, how we can identify a RAM lesion arthroscopically and how we can proceed with a repair of a RAM lesion. A RAM lesion occurs in the medial meniscus, in the posterior horn, in the background of an ACL tear. With no further ado, we can go into the details of the surgery. Coming to the first case, we have a 30-year-old male football player with an ACL tear. We can see here that the medial meniscus is lax. The posterior horn also is lax and it is coming forward with the probe. But I could not find a tear in the meniscus. So I went posteriorly and checked for the tear with the probe. And my probe gets hooked into the tear. And you find out that it is a type 2 tear that is visualized here. And coming to the repair, you first put the portals. Here we have to establish two portals, posteromedial superior and posteromedial inferior portals. So you put the needle, the number 11 blade, then put the Weisinger rod inside and dilate it, and then put in the plastic cannulas. And with the rasp, you make the edges fresh. And after that, you put in the lasso to take the bites. I have passed the lasso through one part, and now the lasso is coming out to the second part. I have got a good catch, and now the prolene sutures is coming out and it is being shuttled with fiber tape, and the sutures are being parked in the other portal. And again the suture and the lasso is coming inside for the second suture. And you can see that the lasso has gone through both the pieces of the meniscus, and the nitinol wire is being taken out and the shuttling of the sutures is being done. So after having both the sutures, the knotting procedure is being done. You put the knots, half hitches, 5 to 6 numbers, and then finally cut the sutures with a cutter. This is the second suture that was already parked earlier, taking out through the cannula, and again the same procedure is repeated. That is, you put the sutures, 5 to 6 numbers, and then it is the excess suture material is cut out. So we get a good reduction here. Second case, we have again a 23-year-old professional football player. Probing the medial meniscus, we see that there is not much of a laxity, and the posterior horn also. There is only a little bit of laxity in the posterior horn. Viewing through the intercondylar area, we can see a large longitudinal tear in the posterior horn of the medial meniscus. So we can type it as a type 4 tear. Coming to the repair, we first put the needle, and then with the number 11 blade, we put the incisions. Then the Weisinger rod is put inside, and we dilate it and push the plastic cannulas inside. Again, we need two portals, the posteromedial superior and posteromedial inferior portals. So we can see the two cannulas inside. And now with a lasso, we are trying to put the sutures. So with the lasso, I was able to put the suture in one limb of the tear. But as this tear was more inside, I could not pass the lasso through the other limb of the meniscus, as I was afraid of damaging the cartilage. So I pushed in a needle with a Prolene suture through the anteromedial portal. This is a cannula, that is a 16 gauge cannula. You can see the Prolene sutures inside. And from the anterior, I pushed it through the meniscus. And this is a posterior view. And I took the grasper and took the Prolene sutures outside. So I have two sutures now in two of the limbs, and I am shuttling the sutures and tying the knot. This procedure also can be done with an all-inside suture, so that you can suture it from the anterior itself. After tying the knot, the excess material is cut away. And again the lasso is coming for the second suture. This time I got both the limbs of the meniscus with the pass of the lasso. And here I am pushing the nitinol wire. And that is being used for suture shuttling and suturing. The fiber wire is coming inside. And the knots are being put. Knots again 5 to 6 knots. And then the excess part is cut using a cutter. So now two sutures have been put. For the third suture, I am pushing a number 16 cannula with a Prolene suture inside from the anteromedial portal, and then trying to grab the Prolene sutures from the posteromedial portal. I am using the grasper to grab the Prolene suture from the posteromedial portal. And now again I am using the lasso to take the bite from the posterior part of the meniscus. So the lasso is passed through the meniscus. Prolene suture is coming out and it is being grasped by a grasper. And now the fiber wire is coming inside and the knots are being put. So now you can see that three sutures has been done, and it is a very good construct. Thank you for watching.